Hi Gemini, welcome to your December reading. My name is Linda. Thanks for tuning in. I've already shuffled the decks I'm going to use for your reading today and thrown your spread down. This is where you are now, the challenge you face, the resources you can use. This one is the hidden forces, the potential outcome. And I'm going to pull one rune to understand a bit better what your spiritual lesson is in this situation. Okay. So, the first thing that came to mind when I saw the top line come out is that for some people watching this reading, you may be dealing with a separation, some kind of cycle ending, or a contract that is being either overturned or completed. So with the Four of Wands in reverse, that could be speaking about a change in the family structure, in the home life, in a relationship. The Four of Wands typically in the upright can talk about marriage or engagement or family union, things of that nature. So seeing it in reverse there with the Justice in the card in the second position of what is the challenge, it could be that there is some kind of a legally binding contract has come to an end or needs to be reevaluated or reinstated, I'm hearing. Could be the other way around for some people. For some people, if it could be a separation or a divorce. For others, it could be like a reorganization or a revamp of an existing contract that maybe has needed to be what's the right word? Verified or established or reinstated because there's been some changes recently that require people to adapt or catch up to those changes in a more formal way. That's what I'm seeing here with the Justice card. The World as well. So these two cards are major arcanas, and you have two Pentacles cards on the bottom line. But now this card in this position, the World is here in the position of what other resources that you can use. So sometimes I read this position of the spread in terms of what advice there is to give in terms of the action to be taken. So how I'm seeing this in context is, with the World coming out, that there is some kind of cycle ending, a closure is here. Like I said, whether it's a contract being completed or a period of time in your life is being completed. So the Justice card can speak about actual contracts, legally binding contracts, but it can also speak about karmic contracts. And I'm a little bit loath to use that word because I think it gets thrown around a little bit too much and maybe is somewhat misconstrued. But yeah, in this sense here, it could be that there's a karmic contract with someone in terms of a person that you've been relating with closely. I'm getting a different message now for other people watching this reading. There could be here a sale of a home, which could also be leading to contracts, which again, in the position of the spread here being that this is the challenge, it could be that sale. I just heard the word foreclosure. So for some people, it's a complicated and challenging energy because you may not necessarily want that. You may not want to move. You might be in a position where you're being forced to move by, energies outside of your control. So the World card there is in the position of the resources you can use. So as I said, this can be an advice of the action to take. So how I'm reading it is there is a cycle to close out here, and the action to take is to follow through and follow up with anything that needs to be completed or any tasks that are left hanging in relation to this situation. The message here is to follow through on the closure or follow through on the cycle being done and tie up any loose ends, deal with any legal matters that may be pending, deal with any contracts that maybe need to be signed or anything that needs to be taken care of in those regards so that you can have this moving on energy available to you. Because while this Four of Wands is up in the air, until these details are taken care of, there'll still be some kind of hanging energy where things are not complete or closed up yet. Now, on the bottom line, you have in the position of hidden forces, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and in the position of the potential outcome, Five of Pentacles in reverse. how I'm seeing this is that resources could be a little challenging at this time. Maybe there is some, you know, if this is to do with the sale of a house or moving house, there could be some, like, like I said, the resources maybe are not quite available yet. There could be a delay. That's one way I could read the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There could be a delay in a closure of a sale of a home, or there could be some kind of delay in the completion of whatever this is in particular. It's going to be obviously different for everybody. For some people, if it is about a marriage ending or a partnership of some kind ending and there is a separation here, this bottom line pretty clearly is speaking about how the financial element of that contract being over needs to play out so that resources are divided. That could also be causing some delays and some tensions. People might be not totally in agreement with how those resources ought to be, you know, divided up or separated. That could be one message there for someone specific. For other people, I'm feeling a different energy here, that the Ace of Coins and the Five of Coins here with regards to either this kind of something to do with a moving energy, because again with the World here, there could be like a transition to another location. It could be another country for some. I'm feeling just in general with this bottom line energy that there's sort of a transitional phase that you might be in, which feels a little unsettling, a bit uncomfortable because you're not properly grounded in your space. You might be in between spaces, you know, if you're moving. There could be this time period here where there's a lot of packing and things feel a bit unorderly and a little unsettling as a result. Now let's take a look at this rune. It is in reverse. We have here, just pulling up my notes for the runes. So this rune is called Kinaz, and in the reverse, yeah, this kind of affirms what I've been talking about here. It says breakup, instability, a lack of creativity for some people, nakedness, exposure, loss of illusion, and false hope. So there does seem to be a confirmation through the rune here that there is a movement in this reading. Someone could be moving house, there could be a breakup, there's some kind of shift occurring where things don't feel so stable. There's a little period here where maybe you're living out of boxes or you're having to pack boxes. For some people, there could be a message here with these two pentacle cards on the bottom line with regards to health, physical health. I think that there's a little reminder here to make sure that you are taking care of all the needs that you can manage, so that there's no, if with this unsettling energy of moving and shifting, that there isn't any kind of effect on the physical body where you might fall into some kind of sickness, because there's this ungrounded, unsettled energy here that could, if you're not aware about it and not taking care of things very well, that you could have some kind of minor ailments show up as a result of any kind of emotional distress or emotionally unsettling energy that you might be in as a result of this transitional period that you are facing. Alright, Gemini, I feel like that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.